Are you a small business or entrepreneur who's considered getting into government contracting, but it seems a little bit difficult, maybe not the most easiest or intuitive? Don't worry, I got you covered. Click the link in the description below and download your GovCon Startup Kit. It has all the tools and resources you need to get started in federal government contracting. I'll catch you in your inbox. I think we're often conditioned to always go, 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 hustle and grind. I mean, even me, I tell you all, push go, like take action. Yes, that's important, that's imperative. We can't operate in theory, but at the same time, we can't be our highest or best selves if we're always burning ourselves out. I know for me, when I get inspired, I want to run. Like there's no walking with me. There's, oh, this is the spark, let's go. And I've learned sometimes in that reflection that my let's go, push go needs to kind of rein it back just a hair so that we can make sure that things are in alignment, in place, and comes correct. Welcome back to another episode of She Built Success. I am your host, Claudia, and today we're jumping into all things business, taking a break. Okay, so I wanted to talk about what it means to actually make space. So as a business owner, entrepreneur, nonprofit founder, mom, bold moves bestie, and a student pilot, sometimes you just need a moment to think. And in all those elements and all those titles, I feel like a break is needed. And not a break like I'm going to quit everything, I'm stopping, but time to just, whether it's reflect or journal. And oftentimes, especially on social media, it's almost portrayed like you have to go into this secluded place and away from everything and it be just you. And while that might be a thing for some, I don't have the luxury of doing that. So I want to talk about what it means for me in business to take time to just think. Recently, I started taking on small business clients in the done-for-you government contracting and in government contract coaching for small businesses. And I found that just before even coming to that moment, I needed time to say, hey, do I really have the capacity and bandwidth to be present and to be there? So I want to talk about what that pause or what that break looked like for me. I did not go anywhere. I did not go on a vacation. Matter of fact, I had a vacation plan, a me vacation, because I do like to schedule me vacations, at least one for me a year. And it's literally just me. And yes, I do go away. This year, that did not happen. And that did not happen because our schedules as a family just wouldn't allow for me to take that week off. So how did I kind of, make it work for me? Well, I took time and just not my office. I didn't go to my office. I wasn't even in my room. I went out on my deck and I just reflected and thought about where I saw my company going and growing and how I can best serve small businesses, because for me, I saw a gap in what was being spoke about government contracting as a small business and how to enter or how to scale, and then how you should come to the table. And so in that reflection time on the deck, it was literally just breaks that I could have, moments that I could have where I was able to say, okay, if I'm in a space right now, no client work, the kids were around because, well, of course, you still got to do mom duties and stuff, but they were not. I said, you know what, I need a moment, and I need a moment to just think and just, have some time to myself. And so nobody bothered me. And I was sitting on the deck and really just reflecting on how I served small businesses in the past. I will say 2020 was my most profitable year with small businesses. And that also was a result of being able to have time to just think and say, how can I show up? How can I serve? I think we're often conditioned to always go, 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 hustle and grind. I mean, even me, I tell you all, push go, like take action. Yes, that's important, that's imperative. We can't operate in theory, but at the same time, we can't be our highest or best selves if we're always burning ourselves out or always, running or trying to push go. And so having those moments to reflect allows the opportunity to be able to not only hopefully, think of bigger pictures and what's possible, but also, what have you done in the past that's worked? I can say for sure at one point in reflecting that I have thought, well, do I really want to continue down the path of the different lines of business that our company has? And it wasn't out of a state of uncertainty. It was definitely more, where do I see us going? Where do I see us growing? And so not building in those pauses or those breaks, I feel like it depletes how you show up. It depletes what you're able to offer, and it depletes just that greater mindset. I know I've talked in the past about, or maybe not, might not have, but masterminds and what that can look like, and being able to be in a community, whether it's a smaller mastermind cohort or a larger one, that allows you to almost be inspired by others, but then contribute at the same time. I know for me, I get inspiration or inspired by others, and it might not even be in the same vein. It's just something that they said sparked something in me. Those are things that I take, I'll jot it down to the side, and then I'll come back to it in that reflection time, just to say, okay, is this really something, how deep can we go with this? How can I expand upon it? And so I encourage you, whether you're a small business owner, a mom, a partner, to think about, not even think about, but take a moment to reflect, like pause and assess where you are. How do you feel mentally? Where are you physically? Look at emotionally, spiritually, like what does that look like for you? And where are you empty? Where are you depleted? Where are you running on E? And I say that because sometimes, at least let me not say us, me as a mom, I'll sometimes for sure put the kids before me, put my partner before me, put the business before me. And then it's like, all right, well, what's left? And it's in those moments that I'm like, all right, bet we need to go retreat, so to speak, and take that pause, take that break. So while I did miss my vacation, my me vacation, I did make the best of it by being able to just take that time, that solitude, if you will, on my deck, and just reflecting on what's to come, what went well, and what we ain't doing again, because that is a real thing. So I encourage you to do the same. Let me know in the comments how you decompress, how you reflect, if you take a break, if you see any benefit in taking a break. I think sometimes I know for me, when I get inspired, I want to run. Like there's no walking with me. This is a spark, let's go. And I've learned sometimes in that reflection that my let's go, push go needs to kind of rein it back just a hair so that we can make sure that things are in alignment, in place, and comes correct. So how do you reflect? How do you take that time, that pause, that break to see how things are going, to check in with yourself? And yes, I've told you before, I don't believe in balance. There is always a give and a take in a season. However, if you don't understand where you are, you're not going to be able to continue to move forward in any capacity, whatever endeavors you may be pursuing. So I challenge you, take that me time, take your me vacation. And if you don't have a me vacation now, even if it's for like 24 hours, you go check into a hotel, or you find a favorite spot in your home where nobody's going to bother you and make it your time, to reflect. Whether you journal, you write, you video, nobody has to see it. It's just for you, but it allows you a perspective that if all the noise and all the activity and all the movements are happening, you don't get to afford that. You're not able to do that. So take that time for you, take that pause, take that break, and let me know in the comments how you're doing that. If you are not already subscribed here on YouTube, then go ahead and hit that bell icon. I would love for you to continue to interact here on YouTube. And if you are on the audio side, we release every Friday on your favorite platform of choice. And oh, by the way, before I forget, if you have not already left a review on Apple Podcasts, then go ahead and leave me a review. I'd love to just go ahead and shout you out on social. Hit me up in the DMs, and I'll catch you on the next episode.